Roy E. Disney of the Walt Disney Company once said, "It's not hard to make decisions when you know what your values are." Values are a guiding force in anyone's life, and my own is no exception. But before I get into my values, these are the sources that provide me with information for my speech. Inspired Living, www.inspiredliving.com, Goodreads, www.goodreads.com, Dictionary.com, the Bible, an interview with Fish Camp 2009 staff member Amanda Dorea, an interview with Fish Camp 2009 counselor Mark Wells, Think Exist, www.thinkexist.com, and Wikipedia, www.wikipedia.org. Hi, my name is Matt Way, and I'm going to speak on 3 of the values that make me who I am. That we are all similar regardless of race or religion, that respect is the most important gift I can show others, and that there is a plan for everything that happens in my life. These values have helped make me who I am today. Basically, we are all the same human beings with the same potential to be a good human being or a bad human being. The important thing is to realize the positive side and try to increase that. Realize the negative side and try to reduce. That's the way. This quote comes from the Dalai Lama, and his outlook on human beings mirrors my own. In my life, I've had the good fortune of growing up in 4 other countries: the United States where I was born, Trinidad and Tobago, Scotland, and United Arab Emirates. I've interacted with people of nationalities and religions far different from my own. People I would never have met had it not been for my experiences abroad. But while these people were different in the sense of where they are from or what they believed in, these people were like myself and became some of my greatest friends. My interactions have given me a broader perspective than I believe I would have ever been able to have on my own. And while I grew up differently from many of my friends, different has turned out to not necessarily mean bad. Even though I have a different background from many of my peers, I am not alone in my belief. In an interview with Amanda Dorea, a staff member for Fish Camp 2009 at Texas A&M University, she believes that background does not make a huge difference between people, because at the end of the day, it comes down to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Each human being has similar needs, whether it be physiological, safety, esteem, or self-actualization. They all apply to every human being on the planet. A statement I couldn't agree with more. When asked what qualities she thought were important in getting to know someone, she listed sense of humor and smile, not race, religion, or socioeconomic status. When I was in the 8th grade, I moved to Dubai, located in the United Arab Emirates. This was a year after the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center in New York City. My fears of the Arab culture were for nothing, however, as many of my current friends today are Arab, including my best friend that I have traveled to 4 different countries with and spent a great deal of time amongst his family and friends. Meeting him was probably the greatest realization for me that race and religion don't necessarily matter. Besides these 2 factors, my friend and I could be the same person because of our interests and personalities. Part of getting to know someone is showing them respect, and with a simple showing of respect, it will go a long way in developing interpersonal relationships with people. Respect has nothing to do with agreeing with the actions of another, or even believing what they're saying. The dictionary defines respect as to regard or consideration for, and to refrain from intruding upon or interfering with. Respect is not a physical action or tangible in any other way, but respect is the single most important thing you can show someone. In an interview with Fish Camp 2009 counselor Mark Wells on respect, he noted that, "If you aren't going to take the time to at least respect what I'm saying, I'm going to write you off right there." Respect is a basic concept that we've all been taught since birth with the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them undo to you. Searching Google for the phrase, respect to others, turns up 311 million hits, showing that it is a topic important to many people, including myself. The search turns up songs, news articles, dictionary definitions, and political groups to name a few, all centered around the concept of respect. During the past 3 summers, I worked in the construction business for my friend's dad's company. I started off small, sweeping brooms, tearing down walls, and doing other basic labor. Last summer, I was promoted to being an assistant superintendent, my first position of responsibility in the business world. I was in charge of demolition crew on the job sites that we were working that summer. Many of these people came from less fortunate circumstances than myself, but nevertheless, they worked hard to make an honest living for themselves and their families. I treated them with the same respect I treated my boss, and that respect was returned to me with them working hard to get the job done right. My last day on the job, a member of my crew came up to me and shook my hand. He was 35, I was 19, and he told me, "I've been doing this job for 10 years. and never in my time as a construction worker have I met someone who was willing to show the respect you showed me this summer. We normally don't get things done this fast, but the respect you have shown us has made us enjoy coming to work. Thank you. The project ended up finishing 3 days early, and I was offered the job again this summer with a pay raise. And it all came back to a simple thing like respect. No huge act of kindness or extravagant gesture, but a concept that we all learn at a young age. Whether you want to call it fate, destiny, karma, predestination, or any other word, I believe that everything in life happens for a reason. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says that, "For I know the plans for you, says the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." My Catholic faith has taught me that when things are good, they're good for a reason. And when things are bad, there's a plan you just have to push through, because there is light at the end of the tunnel, and tomorrow will be another day. The late Marilyn Monroe states it best, "I believe that everything happens for a reason. People change so that you can learn to let go. Things go wrong so you can appreciate them when they're right. Sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together." A statement I agree strongly with. I started in the Boy Scouts when I was in the 6th grade, with hopes of achieving the rank of Eagle Scout one day, a rank that about 2% of Boy Scouts will achieve according to the Boy Scout handbook. It was hard work. You have to earn 21 merit badges, each with their own plentiful requirements, do countless hours of service, hold leadership positions within the troop, and single-handedly plan a community service project to benefit your community. It took 6 years to achieve this rank, and there were so many times that I wanted to quit, that it was too hard, that it was just a waste of time. But I kept at it, believing that it would one day pay off. My senior year, I had hopes of attending Texas A&M University, but my grades barely put me in the top half of my graduating class. I don't have any exceptional involvement besides playing sports in high school, but I was an Eagle Scout. It was the best Christmas present ever when I got that my acceptance letter, and I was informed through some people at the university that the Eagle Scout Award went a long way towards my acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. I believe this with my whole heart, and I will continue to believe this until the day I die. In conclusion, I believe that we are all similar regardless of race or religion. I respect others because it is the most important thing I can show others, and I believe there's a plan for everything in life. These values have helped to shape the person that I've become today, and while I'm very, very far from perfect, have helped me mold me into a better person than I would be without them. Learning these values from experience ingrained them into my mind and personality and belief system. And had I not been able to have these experiences in my life that I've had, I firmly believe that I would not be the same person that I am today. Thank you.